Here's to the dreamers, the seekers, the wise. Crystal lavender will reach in the skies. Through tarot and starlight will always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet, gentle tune.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you are watching this video. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose, and I am your host, Crystal Lavender. Some people say I was born to be a stripper or a hippie. I'm going to say both. I'm going to drop it like it's hot, but I'm not going to get back up, right? I'm going to creep my way back up. So, this reading is for Capricorn for the month of March. Welcome to the sanctuary. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It's a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me. Big bada boom, chicken good. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming up in the near future. I am revamping my website. My website is getting a facelift, and we are incorporating all the stuff to do with the tarot. Okay, so keep your eye out for that. We'll be having newsletters and personal readings and coupons and just cool stuff. So keep your eye out for that. All right, and we are going to do your monthly reading for Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Welcome here. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what we got. We're going to do general readings first, general and the finance, and then on to your love portion. Okay, so let's see what we got for a general message for Capricorn for the month of March. What do we have as a general message for the Capricorns for the month of March? It says, law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. Don't you just hate that? I hate it when we got to follow some stuff that don't make no sense and it ain't no fair, but it's like it just is what it is. Either you're having to set the law down for somebody or somebody is setting the law down for you, and you either don't like it, don't agree with it, or just plain think it's stupid. There's some things that I think are stupid, right? It says no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. So there's no need to fear, all right, especially over this stupid law. Like maybe if you I don't know, maybe you got caught breaking some sort of stupid law, or that you're scared that if you implement this boundary or set this law that there might be somebody that gives you a little bit of clapback. But it says no need to fear. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are, and changed in the night. So this might have been something that you know you didn't want to have to do, or you didn't want to have to implement, or you didn't want to have to put your foot down, you didn't want to have to be this person, you know. But sometimes we have got to lay the law down. We have got to stand up for ourselves, even if it doesn't make any sense to anybody else. It doesn't need to make sense to anybody else, even if they think it's freaking stupid. They're like, oh, you set that boundary's stupid. Well, your face is stupid. Just tell them your face is stupid, right? No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes setting a boundary isn't for anyone else. It's for our own protection, for our own sense of sanity, for our own sense of self-worth. It does not have to make sense to anybody else, period. And those that honor you and that respect you or cherish you or really value you as a person will respect your boundaries, will respect what it is that you've put in place, even if it makes absolutely no freaking sense. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, okay? It doesn't have to make sense for anybody else. And you don't need permission to set boundaries, all right? I think this is something that you might be scared to do. You might be scared, well, what if I set this boundary and like they're all gonna laugh at me? Like, who cares if they freaking laugh at you? You know what I mean? Then those aren't your people. They're either on your side or they're in your way. So that's a really good way to test and see who's really on your side. All right. But don't be setting boundaries just to test people, you know, because that's kind of like playing a game. Like, you don't want to be playing games with people, you know. But if this is truly like authentically, like, you need to set a boundary for your own protection, for your own growth, for yourself, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But don't be playing games with people either, all right? And don't let others play games with you. Okay, so that was your general message. I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody did. I had a dream the other night. It was kind of strange. It was about a Lay's truck, like a Lay's truck laid down. I don't know. I don't know if anybody out there drives for Frito-Lay or whatnot, but be careful of the wind. It's like super windy. Something about a Frito truck. Frito truck, a Lay's truck lays down. I don't know what that means, but it was in my dream, and I found that it was important. Like, it was important enough for me to remember. So be careful out there, especially y'all truck drivers, man. Y'all make the world go around. Underpaid, underappreciated. I love you. I love you guys for sure. Truck drivers are the shit. All right, so what do we got for your finances? How is Capricorn's finances going to look for the month of March? Which deck do I want to use? Let's use this one. All right, month of March. Capricorn's finances. What do we got? What do we got for the Capricorns and their finances for the month of March? Oh, y'all probably want to see me shuffle, huh? Shuffle. I love shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Something therapeutic about it. It's like mesmerizing. Shuffling. The sound of shuffling. This is the everyday witch deck. Bam, 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 bam. We're gonna try a couple different layouts. Working on some new stuff. Ace of Pentacles. You got a new source of income rolling through. You might have felt that you were after the Tower. You might have felt a little bit unlucky with some sort of business adventure or some sort of like revenue, like source of revenue. There might have been some sort of major tower moment that happened that was completely unexpected and abrupt and out of nowhere. I don't know about y'all, but like my whole everything, this Venus in retrograde completely flipped my whole, like, not just one aspect of my world, but like my whole world was flipped around with this Venus in retrograde, and we got Mercury in the pre-shadow. So there might be something that is like completely unexpected and abrupt, and it makes you feel like you've got bad luck. But on top of all of that, you do have a new idea. You do have some sort of new financial idea, or like you're a little entrepreneur anyways. Like usually Capricorns ain't got to worry about no money making ideas. Like y'all always got something in your back pocket. So I feel like you're taking whatever it is that you've been pondering and you're putting it in place now, because something came to a halt, something came to an abrupt stop, or made you feel like you were just had bad luck. But you've got that long-term vision. To a sword, you were a little bit unsure about making this, about pulling this out of your back pocket, but you feel like with the way that the universe has been going, it's like the universe is giving you no other option but to pull this hat out of pull this rabbit out of your hat. It's like there's something that you're pulling out from the background, something that you've kind of kept secret or kind of kept hidden, something that you haven't really like invested a whole lot of time or energy into. But now, like, the universe is like, you feel like the universe is pushing you. God, universe, source, spirit, higher guides, whatever you want to call it, is pushing you. It's like lighting that fire under your ass. All right. And there will be some sort of recognition. There will be some sort of public recognition. This might be a public speaking gig that you're doing, or some sort of public, maybe either making a public announcement or something to do with being in the eye of the public. All right. You're going to get some recognition there. But be careful about having your attaboys before your project is ever even finished. Like sometimes when we tell people what our plans are, we start getting compliments and we start getting the feeling of being completed before it's ever even started. So be careful who it is that you are talking to about this project, because you don't want to get too many compliments and too many attaboys before you ever even finished. Okay, make sure that you actually put this project into motion, and kind of keep it hush hush until it's actually like rolling with the punches. Um this might be some sort of spiritual pursuit as well with the high priestess. This might be a spiritual business or something that you feel really spiritually called to do. And then I mean, and spirit can come in so many different ways, like being paramediator is a spiritual consultant in some ways. Being a recovery coach is a spiritual consultant in some ways. Like some way or another, this is a spiritual pursuit. Like it's got God, it's got universe, it's got spirit written all over it. Whatever this is, it's like it feels like you are being drawn towards this purpose. You're being drawn towards this purpose, and the people around you might not understand it. With the Four of Wands in reverse, it's not for them to understand. It might not look like it's getting off the ground right away, and some people might be questioning, like, oh, you're going to do that, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like a little bit out of the ordinary comparative to what you have been doing, but you feel really spiritually called to do it. Like, if you have this burning desire to do something, like universe, source, spirit, your ancestors, your higher self isn't going to put that burning in your soul for no reason at all right? So make sure that you're following that calling. Make sure you are following your spiritual pursuits. It doesn't matter what if anybody else approves of it or not, you know it don't matter who approves of it, because you will eventually receive your public recognition, like especially if it is a like if you're going to be seen. Like, I know how scary it is to be seen. Like, I'm not being seen right now, right? Not being seen right now. You can see my hand, you can see the table. um but they're it's scary being seen. It's scary to put yourself out there for the whole world to see you, but it will be beneficial. Nine of Pentacles. It might not be, you might not see all the rewards right away. It might not feel like a wish fulfillment, like, in the immediate. Like, it might not be immediately gratifying, but keep plugging in, keep putting the work in, because it will pay out with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles there. And I don't think you're going to get a lot of resistance. Like, you're not going to have a lot of pushback from the universe or from spirit. Like, it's going to go pretty well. It's going to flow pretty well. Who cares? Like, even if people do give you slack, especially if it's something that's like out of your ordinary, like that your immediate circle, your immediate friends or family are like, why are you starting this spiritual job? Like, you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. The only person that needs to know is you and spirit. That's it. Nobody else needs to know. Nobody else needs to know why you're doing it. Look at that Nine of Cups. That's being self-reliant, self-fulfilling. Like, you're fulfilling your own desires. Like, you're following the call. You're following your call. I feel like there's been something that has been calling at you for a while, and now that this tower happened, and now that whatever it was that you were doing has kind of fallen apart, it's like the like universe is putting a huge fire and giving you a big kick in the butt. Like, go ahead and start it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? You try and you fail. You know what I mean? Or you try and you become successful and you get the public recognition and you get your self independence, breaking away from the traditional norms of like paychecks, stuff like that, like working for yourself. Especially if this is like you're taking a leap towards working for yourself, you're not going to see results right away. Like, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. But I feel like you are absolutely pushing in the right direction. So there might be some scariness in the first part of the month of March, but it also gives you a new perspective. And like, you're not looking at it as a tower, you're looking at it as an opportunity. Like, whatever's fallen is absolutely making room for something that you feel like you need to do spiritually anyways. It's like, now you have no excuse not to try it. All right, but you might feel like it's like, oh man, super scary, like taking that leap is super freaking scary, but it will pay off in the long run. All right. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, like, those are both one steps away. That's like well on your way to material gain and satisfaction, to being completely independent, being emotionally independent, being financially independent, breaking away from the grid, breaking out of the matrix. One step away from breaking out of that matrix. Ain't nothing wrong with that, huh, Capricorn? Page of Pentacles, and it's with a new start. Like, you've already had the idea. The idea has already happened. Now it's time to put action to that idea. All right. And you know exactly what it is that we're talking about here. Like, don't act like you don't know, because you know exactly what it is that we're talking about here, Capricorn. It's just one more source, one more avenue of revenue. Avenue of revenue. They say you're supposed to have 5 of them, five sources of revenue, right? Whatever this one was that came to an abrupt stop, like, oh well, let it go. You learned something, right? Don't let that stop you, okay? Don't let that stop you. Like, I don't feel like it's going to. It feels like it's put a fire under your booty. Your butt's on fire, Capricorn. You booty on fire. All right, let's go on to your love portion. Capricorns that are single Capricorns. What do we have for the single Capricorns in the realm of love? Ooh la 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 la. And this is like you're not really seeing, you're not exclusively dating anybody. Like you have your options open, you know. You might have a crush on somebody, but you're not dating no one. This is like single, seriously single, you know. There's nobody out there that thinks that they're in a relationship with you. Like you are single and ready to mingle. Single and ready to mingle Capricorns. What do we got? In the realm of love for March. Ooh, what the fuck? Ugh. I don't like that. For the Ten of Swords and then the Ten of Cups, are you jaded? Is this why you're single and like you're single and not looking to mingle? Let's give love the big bird. You're like, why? There's no point in it. The Ten of Cups in reverse. You're like all my dreams. Like I've tried that before. I tried that love stuff before, and all it did was drag me down and slow me down and steal my money and steal my time. And it's like you definitely have a like you look at it. You're like, I'm good. I got my circle dot dot shot. I give no fucks about love right now. I don't think that you're even looking like you're single. You're happily single. Look at this hermit card. You're like, no, I'm good. I'm so good. I'm beyond good. You know, like love, you got like love left a bad taste in your mouth and you can still taste it. Like you're working on your own. Okay, well, Capricorn, I know what it's like, okay? I know what it's like to feel that jaded sense of like ain't nobody for me, like I don't care about love, love don't care about me, but in all reality, like we all secretly want to be loved. Like don't lie, okay? You can't say that it's not always going to be that way. Love is not always going to be hurtful, not always, but it feels like you are absolutely still focused on the hurt of the past. So, I mean, it's hard to find love when we're stuck on that radio station. It's hard to find fulfilling, meaningful love, especially like no types of celebration, no you aren't no Captain Save a Ho, that's for sure. I think you might have been Captain Save a Ho in the past, I don't know. You've had your heart broken. You have definitely had your heart broken, your dreams shattered, and you are in no hurry to let that happen again. Queen of Swords, like you're like all about the truth, nothing but the truth. Like go fuck your feelings. Like you don't care about no feelings. You're like feelings to me are like cooties, okay? Like insert vomit noises. That's what you think about love right now. Oh, but underneath, look at that. The king of you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. Capricorn, you deserve love. And I know you deserve love, but right now you're just like, I don't care about it. I don't care. You're like it better be real. It better be real. You're gonna have to get over this Queen of Swords before you can get into the King of Cups. Like if you can't get over my Queen of Swords mode, then you don't deserve me at my King of Cups. It's like if you can't get past my wall, you can't get past my high chop. I'm gonna chop your head off and act like love don't freaking matter. Then you ain't ever gonna see this King of Cups. Understandable. I get it. I totally get it. But yeah, you are super. You've got look. You are super holding on to whatever's happened in the past, and look at all these fours. Jaded. You got a jaded ass attitude about it. But you would like to plan for the future. I mean, secretly you're squishy. Underneath all of this, this Queen of Swords, this I will chop your freaking head off. Like, don't even test me. Like, I dare you to come test me. underneath all of that is like, in reality, you would really like to plan for the future. You would really like to find a partner that you could be a team player with. You would really like to open up and be squishy. But every time that you've opened up and been squishy, it's like you've had your heart, you know, stomped on and rolled over, so you're not giving it a shot. You're like, you're gonna have to get past all of this obstacle, this maze. You're gonna have to go through this maze and fill out this essay, and I need a 10 page freaking written memoir of what you have going on in your life, like why it is that you know what I mean, like your application is a stiff one. Like the application to get to your heart, like they're gonna have to pass all kinds of tests, and you're sticking with that, and that's cool. I mean, I understand it. I can't hate on it because I've been there for sure. But love really does exist, Capricorn, and you are proof of that. Okay, you're proof of that. So for the month of March, it looks like you are holding on to this. Emotions give me cooties. Emotions are cooties. I've got my circle, circle, dot, dot shot, and you aren't getting past my freaking wall. All right, so let's go to the Capricorns that are in a new relationship. Capricorns that just started dating somebody, like just made it official, like stopped seeing other people, like just, in the last couple of months, like y'all been together and just exclusively with each other. Not somebody that you're crushing on, somebody that you are actually in a relationship with, like just brand new. Brand new relationships always have the most potential. Potential, potential. Brand new relationships are so cute. All cute and stuff. Let's see what Capricorns in this brand new relationship. What do you got going on for the month of March? What does Capricorn got going on for the month of March? Ooh, temperance. That emotional balance. What? A tower. Mm. Are your feelings scaring you? Or did they do something to like test you, test your patience? This person testing your reserve, testing the respect you have for yourself? Because we've got self-respect, inner self self-confidence. This person make you a little bit, are they jealous and insecure? Because at first it came out with balance, harmony, patience, moderation, being sensible, and then we got this tower in the middle of the spread here. It's like, did they do something to test you? Like they want to test your inner gangster or something? Ugh, I don't like that tower. Ooh, the lovers in reverse. Dang it. I was hoping for unicorns and rainbow farts. Why is this not all unicorny and rainbow farty? Like something about this is testing your inner like love. They either did something, or like they disrespected you in some way, or you feel like they're gonna disrespect you. I don't know if you're just on high alert, or if this person actually did do something. I mean, you're still hopeful, but I feel like they tested some sort of boundary, or pushed your self-respect, did something that was disrespectful, and it should be common sense that it's disrespectful, and it's like you're trying to figure out what it is that you're doing, but you're remaining hopeful with the situation. It could be an Aquarius. We got Gemini, Cancer, Gemini, Sagittarius. This person has either did something, you're like trying to figure out if they did it on purpose, or if you're overreacting. King of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Wands, or the King of Wands in the upright. Ooh, you're trying to figure out if it's head over heart. Like you're trying to figure out if you're tripping. Like, am I tripping? Like, did they disrespect me on purpose? Like, are they playing games? Did they know that this was disrespectful? One of you absolutely feels this connection stronger than the other person. No, I was really, and there's something happened. They did something that was disrespectful, because that's sudden change, upheaval, chaos, distancing. awakening, realizing, sudden insight. Like, did you just wake up one day and figure out that like it's been swell, but the swelling's gone down, or what? And you're just trying to remain hopeful. You're hoping that that energy will just go away. That negative self-talk. Are they triggering your defenses? It's like you got some alarm bells going off. It's like mirror, 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 warning, warning, system overload. Either they did something to that was abrupt, like all of a sudden they just abruptly pulled out of nowhere, or like they just started acting shady or like pulling away their emotions or something. And you're trying to remain hopeful, but yeah, it's not over. You're gonna give this a shot. You're gonna see where this goes. But something about it is set your alarms off. You have absolutely, like, your alarms are going off. There's something about this situation or something that they did, or that they said, or like the energy just shifted. Okay, is this energy about them? Like, what's up with this energy? New project? Did they start a new job or something? Mm, this is urge to create, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. Is Capricorn tripping? Inner turmoil, fears. Are you scared? Runs faster, scared? I don't know. You this just the something about this just sets your alarms off. You know, I don't know. Maybe you realize that you weren't ready to be in a relationship, but you still got some healing to do. Whatever it is, it's brought up a lot of insecurities in you, especially if this is kind of at a long distance relationship. You're like, do I trust this person? Well, why are they acting this way? Well, what happened with this? But I think that they might have just started some either new art project that they're totally delved into, or they might have just started a new job or something. But either way, the fact that you're worried about it is I mean, you gotta ask yourself why, you know? Even if they've done absolutely nothing to warrant this insecurity here, that definitely shows where you still need a little bit of healing. And if they have done something to warrant this insecurity, well, I mean, you got your answer right there. Are you gonna continue to let you be sleepless, have sleepless nights, to be all up in your head and be worried? I don't know. It looks like you're giving it a shot with this star card and the world in reverse. It's up to you what you do, but don't hold it on to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself. If they did something that triggered this insecurity with you, like, make sure you have an open, honest discussion with them. Don't be accusing them of stuff. Just let them know what it is and how you feel. And then kind of leave, like, let it be and see what happens, see how they treat that. Because somebody that truly genuinely wants to be with you is going to try to put your mind at ease, but at the same time, somebody that ain't up to nothing is not going to put up with you constantly questioning them either. So it's got to be a fine balance of, open communication and vulnerability, like letting this person know that that you had some sort of trigger. I mean, it's not to say that the triggers are their fault. Triggers are always our own thing that we need to work on. But be open with them about it. Don't hide it from them. Don't lash out at them. you know um and just ask yourself if it's worth it, if you really think that it's worth it. With the star card here, it does feel like you feel like that it's worth it, but it's triggered a lot of insecurity. Like, this being in a relationship has triggered a lot of unhealed wounds. So make sure that you are working together as a team on this. All right. Don't just hide it and hold it all in and then explode on them later, and then they have no idea what's going on. Make sure that you're keeping an open line of communication. Like, keep your line of communication open and be vulnerable with this person. Okay? Because I don't think they have any clue. They're just doing their own thing, involved in their own projects or whatnot. and they don't know that it's making you feel that way. Yeah, they're definitely triggering a lot of your insecurities. But I think it can be worked on. All right, let's look at Capricorns in a current relationship. Capricorns that are in a current long-term relationship. What do we got? Which deck do I want to use? Capricorns in a current long-term relationship. We'll use my oldest deck. This is the oldest deck that I have. The Mythic Tarot. I love the definitions in this. The definitions for the Mythic Tarot are absolutely amazing. All right, what do we have for Capricorns in a long-term relationship? What do we got for the month of March? Ooh, not feeling so emotional, feeling very matter of fact, like head over heart, and nostalgic. Like, do you wish you could go back in the past and make things better, or like do something differently? Because you have this head over heart situation going on here. It looks like somebody tried to put you in the middle of a situation. I don't know if there is like somebody trying to make you take sides, be in the middle of it, and it's like you don't want to be in the middle of it. I don't know if they're like, oh, well, I've got to take my mom's side, or I got to take my dad's side, or will you got to be in the middle of, like, if there's a baby mom and baby daddy situation, that somebody's trying to put you in the middle of, that it's like, it's not really, it's like, it is your place, but it's not your place. But there is a very, very, very strong connection here with the Lovers card. Like, you guys both feel this connection. You guys are both very, very deeply committed to this relationship. Judgment. There will be a rebirth. Something that's happened in the past, something that's like really bothersome. Especially if somebody made you choose sides. Um, there's absolutely been a decision made with the Two of Swords in the reverse. Like, there has been a decision that's been made. And stand your ground on whatever decision that's been made, especially if it was a head over heart. Like, sometimes we can't be all fact and no feeling, and we can't be all feeling and no fact. But this person absolutely feels a very deep connection with you, and there does feel like there is a chance for rebirth, for to oh, and victory. So this situation will be victorious. It might be a little, like, unnerving at first. Like, it might kind of make you feel a little uneasy, but there is celebration and there is victory, and there will be a rebirth of this situation. Like, you guys will come back together stronger. The Sun card here. So the month of March is all about rebirthing this connection, of letting go of whatever this decision was, whatever this head over heart decision was, being compassionate towards yourself. All right, forgiving yourself for whatever decisions it is that you had to make. And don't be living in the past, okay? With the nostalgia card here, like, make sure that you're making memories now that you can look back upon in the future. Okay, it's all about the now. Like, the past doesn't exist anymore. We can't go back and change it. There's nothing that we can do to fix it or to make it any different than it is right now. All we can do is push forward and work towards the future. And I think that you guys can absolutely make this work. Okay, with the Six of Wands, with it being victorious, the Three of Cups celebration, and the Sun card with it being happily ever after. That's the happiest card in the whole entire deck. So this absolutely deserves your attention, and deserves the reach around, the coming together and expressing your ideas and your emotions. But whatever this situation is, whatever it was that you had to choose, it'll be okay. It will all be okay. Like, there will be a rebirth to the situation, and it'll end up in happiness. Like, you'll be victorious, there'll be celebration, and there's happiness there. So for those of you that are in a committed relationship, this looks really, really freaking good. Looks really good, Capricorn. All right, so those are all the messages that I had for my Capricorn collective. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the sanctuary. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way out, and comment down below. Say hello, hello. And until next time, be good to yourself and others, always and in all ways. Love you. Vroom. Vroom, beep, 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 vroom. Spread that unconditional love to the ley lines of the planet.